Good morning, basses! This video is made just for you. Yeah, you don't get your own stuff very often, and I'm really sorry about that, but this is just a bass video. And I'm so excited to tell you that this week we are going to be wandering away a little bit from our gold medal material, and we are going to be learning our final 6th grade scale. And in this case, it is the A major scale. So this is going to take just the tiniest bit of explanation just to make sure that you've really got the hang of it. And so I am going to use my whiteboard to map out the scale for your own reference. So I am going to make a graph that should look kind of familiar, but the base graph actually is going to look a little bit different. Okay, so here's the base graph, and right now it looks a little strange, not quite like the graphs you've seen me draw on the whiteboard before, but I'm trying to be really base specific in this video. So the 2 strings that we use in our base A major scale are going to be represented by these 2 vertical lines, and in your case we use the open A string and the open D string. Okay, so that's the first 2 things that we're gonna label. Now, the second thing that we're gonna label are all of the horizontal lines. And in this case, we have 1st finger, 4th finger, and then down here, we are in position land. Okay, so I'm just writing a couple things. Okay, all right. So you'll notice here that I've added quite a few things. This is my 1st finger tape. This is my 4th finger tape. And then down here, this is when you shift, kind of like we shift in the D major scale. Remember, we shift to 2nd finger and then 4th finger. It's the same exact thing, but this time we're gonna do it on the D string. So this is where your 2nd finger shift is, and this is where your 4th finger shift is. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna do is draw dots at all of the intersecting little spots here. This is gonna help us know which note is which. So if I were you, I would take a moment right now to pause the video and make sure that this is written down on a Post-it note, a piece of scratch paper, something where you can have it right on your desk for your reference. Okay, let's talk about the notes that we are actually going to play. In case you forgot, a scale goes in a very specific step-by-step kind of order, just like a musical ladder. And this graph is gonna help us plot the notes. Also, we want to use musical alphabetical order. Every scale that we've played so far has been in musical alphabetical order. So, thinking along those lines, the note that comes after we play open A is a what? If you're thinking B, you are correct. We want that 1st finger B. Our 4th finger that we play after B is going to be what? This is a C sharp. So far we have A, then 1st finger B, then 4th finger C sharp. Now, after C in the musical alphabet comes which note? D. And in this case, that D is covered by our open D string. How convenient. Perfect. Okay, after D, we know that 1st finger on our D string is what? E. Fabulous. 4th finger after E is what? F sharp. Great. Now here's where it gets interesting. We are going to shift in the same exact way that we did in our D major scale. We're going to shift to 2 fingers in order to get our next note. Now, thinking about the musical alphabet, what letter comes after F? G. But in this case, we are going to be playing a G sharp. G sharp. Yes, this is the first instance of G sharp we've ever seen. So super exciting day, okay? And then finally, after G, what has to happen? in the musical alphabet, this is kind of tricky to remember. When we get to G, we have to go back to A. Good. Finally, our last note, the very highest one that we play with that high fourth finger, is an A. So here you have it. This is the map of our bass A major scale. This word says position because we've shifted into position here. Okay, so make sure that you have this copied down somewhere on a piece of scratch paper for your reference. The next video that you're going to watch is an actual practice video. I'm going to get my bass out and I'm going to demonstrate and show you how to play this scale. So make sure that the next thing on your to-do list is to watch video number 2. Thanks, guys.